Hey guys, what's going on? It's Meshi with Path to Wellness with Meshi. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. So in today's video, we're going to be creating a makeup look like this. We are going to be playing with Well People Narcissist Foundation Stick. We're going to be using some Elate products, and I wanted to create something very fresh, clean, light, easy to create makeup because really spring is coming in as the weather is getting a little bit hotter. I wanted you to have some go-to really fresh looks that you can just kind of, throw together in like 5-10 minutes and then you're out the door. So if you wanted to see how I created this look, stay tuned and let's get into it. Okay, so first we're going to get started with, my face is already moisturized and I'm using the matte Hippie Hydrating Nutrient Mist. It helps basically with, you just kind of put that in to help minimize the appearance of photo damage. So I always like to start my makeup off with that. Wait a few seconds until it absorbs, then moving on to, I'm using Well People's Narcissist Foundation as a primer actually. I have it in a shade Fair Golden and I sort of just kind of draw it on my face to begin with. And we're also going to be using the Elate Fresh Foundation. I have it in a shade Nudist and I just sort of dot it on my face, and I'm using a buffing brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just sort of blending the two foundations together and just blending it away into my skin. And it's kind of nice because one of them is a thicker consistency and Elate's foundation is more of a really liquid, very tinted moisturizer type of thing. So the two together work really well to just create about a medium coverage. And I go back with the Narcissist Foundation because I wanted to just sort of do a little bit of spot correcting wherever I didn't get enough coverage. And I just blend it away with my fingers. I find that the warmth of my fingers actually help just melt it into the skin a little bit better. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Well People Bio Correct concealer. I just have a little sample size, but even that actually ends up lasting quite a while. I'll just dot it right under my eye, and I'm just going to be using my ring finger so that way we can just blend it away. And to set everything, I'm using the RMS Tinted Unpowder in shade, I believe it's 2-3, and I'm using basically a setting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm mainly going over under my eyes and just around the T-zone, which is what they actually recommend with this powder whenever you're setting your makeup. It's not really meant for your entire face, it's primarily just concentrated on your T-zone. If I look totally washed out, you guys, it's the lights, I don't know. Anyways, we're on to bronzer. I can't do the voiceover right now, I'm sorry. Bronzer, I'm using the Buriti Bronzer from RMS. So just dot it where you want it. We'll go over it with the other bronzer that I wanted to show you guys. Don't you know we're getting old for this game, so why you keep playing? Oh, and I'm using the e.l.f. stippling brush. I mean, abused at this point, but that's okay. You're talking sweet, pulling strings, but I know there's always something up your sleeve. So I won't listen to a word you speak anymore. Oh no, cause you all how it just kind of gives you that nice little flush of color. Cheeks, I'm gonna be using the RMS Signature Mod Collection, and I'm going to be mixing these two colors. So. And the colors are Smile and Spell. And if you find that it's intense, I kind of feel, ooh, it's way too intense. You can go over it with your foundation brush. And it tones it down a little bit. See how it kind of evened out a little bit? Okay, I wanted to show you guys this. This is the Elate. I think it's, I will list the names of all of them, but literally this is their powder, it's like a glowy foundation, not foundation, a glowy bronzer. And I'm using the large stippling brush. I'm gonna just take a tiny bit Doesn't it look nice? See, it's very super natural. But it really is, like, this is the type of makeup that I've been into. Let me turn this back on so you can see better. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so natural, cute. Life is good. Okay, we have eyebrows and eyes left. This is not green, but whatever. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow in Soft Brown. I'm still like going through it, like we're getting there. So I'm not buying new products until this is finished. Honestly, when people talk about zero waste, I wish that they would understand that the big thing is about consuming less and not overbuying. You know what I mean? Rather than feeling like you need to replace everything that you have right away. Like, so many people just throw their old stuff out instead of finding new ways to use it. You know? Like, you already paid the money for it. Keep in mind, your eyebrows are like sisters, they are not twinsies. For eyes, I'm going to be using the Desert Rose collection from RMS. So I have 2 of their little pans, and I will be using the bronzer as the crease color. So I'll just use just like a medium size. This is high quality, guys. Like, look at that. Like, that's a what happened to your brush moment. That's when you're gangster and, you know, you're wearing down your brushes. Okay, so just I tapped it into the bronzer, and I'm just briefly going over it in my crease. Because between this and the color, the base color for the lids, those two, like, actually that color from RMS GR12, Garden Rose GR12, so this guy, it actually looks really nice. You can wear it as a one shadow look and it looks really pretty. So we're gonna go in here, and honestly I just use my fingers. And then I just kind of tap it on. Let's get you zoomed in. Ooh, now I have my face in your screen. This is not a glam look, by the way. I don't know if you clued that one in yet, but it's not. It's like really sheer makeup, very natural looking. It's something that you can wear, something that I'm gonna wear to even just like go to yoga or go to work, you know. We'll blend this out in a second, don't worry. But I wanted to go in with just a flat liner brush, and I'm gonna go into the deeper shade and we'll line the bottom lash line. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. See how it's like so soft and subtle? Okay, let's go back in with the brush, and then we'll go into that deeper shade in a second for the outer corner, but for now I just wanted to blend everything together. And I'm just using like circular motions. Let's go into this guy, the deeper shade. Let's make sure that you drop your brush too, because otherwise you're not following along. And then I'm just gonna dab and kind of drag it out to the outer corner. And then really concentrate on that outer corner. Who feels good about the progress we made? I do. You need a virtual high five? There you go. Part of me feels like we need liner. Who feels like we need liner? You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you. And I picked this up recently, so I mean, I would be a jerk if I didn't use it. Let's just use it. We feel good about that too. This is the Champagne Rose Luminizer from RMS. It looks white. I get it. Watch. A little bit, and then top it on. I've been meaning to say this for like the longest time. With all of your cream products, what you can do, if you are trying to be a bit more intentional, is as you're tapping it right onto your cheekbones, set an intention, whatever it is, however you want to feel today. But I challenge you, you don't have to say it out loud, just internally, every single time you're tapping any type of cream product on, just quietly give yourself whatever today's intention is, whatever you want, however you want to feel today. It's such a small, subtle thing to use makeup that way, but if you do, you're really going to make your applying your makeup into a more intentional, more mindful activity, rather than just, you know, slapping your products on. Because really, you want to be mindful of how you use your products, because there's a lot of care that goes into these, and they cost quite a bit, you know what I mean? So that's just my take on it. You do what you like. I see people using and abusing their makeup products. I think that you should appreciate your makeup products personally, because they have the ability to change your state, which is sort of what makeup is all about for me. I have a powdered, like a little powdered liner from Bare Minerals. I really wanted to use it. I'll just go over it. Any black liner that you have, you can use. It just kind of deepens the bottom lash line. I'll show you in a sec. See how it gives a tiny bit more dimension to the eyes? And of course, we need something for inner corner. So I'm just gonna go in. This is like the Fame palette from ColourPop. And I usually go with these two. Can you see? One of them is called Showboat and The Most. And literally you just need to kind of tap it on a little bit. But see how it kind of opens up your eyes? Very cute. Okay, let me put on the mascara and then we'll do lips and we're finished. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Mascara is on. I was using the Elate. I don't know why they need to get rid of that. But anyways, I'm using the Elate mascara as per usual. I still really enjoy it, so. And for lips, I'm going to go back into the palette that I used for my cheeks, and I will literally just mix those two colors and I dab it on. See if we can use this on top. This is the Clove and Hallow. Sometimes you need to kind of finish the look so that you can see if you need any more blush or not. Remember, originally, like, my blush looked gray, but then once you kind of blend everything out, then, you know, it changes. This is it, you guys. This is the finished look. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. If you did, you already know what to do. You can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you are brand new here. We usually chat here about 2 to 3 times a week. We talk about anything and everything: intentional living, green beauty, zero waste, how to manage your anxiety better. And soon we're also going to be exercising a little bit more, because if you want to manage your anxiety, you need to move your body so that all of that stress and anxiety can actually move through you. So this is all I wanted to share with you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and let me know in the comments below what was your favorite product that you have used, and if you have used the W3LL People Nascissist stick. I'm like so impressed with this right now, because I can get like a decent medium coverage from like to this one and from LA. Like between these two guys, it has been excellent for me, and it just makes me feel so privileged, because with Elate, this has been like super sheer, but then once you combine the two, then it's actually really nice, decent coverage. I can get out and I don't feel like I need to really pile on a ton of products, which is amazing. So let me know in the comments if you have tried W3LL People. What was your thoughts? What was your favorite product? I would love to hear from you guys. And until next time, I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye.